what you say no ye ehwe no ni government based on the campaign style omu omu di nya majority vote. I congratulate them and I wish them well. But the truth, I wo ho no e se ye ka na Ghana for ti ase se mu be ka se aduane e komo de nkola. Enti ene mo aba no enkola no mo de omu be ko eyi novota akodidi ana mo de omu be ko kimbiski akodidi ana. Majeri, some of the issues are the two Ghana for ti mu. I'm praying that moving forward in other elections, no Ghanaian and no political will engage in that dirty politics again. I'm telling you. And these are the things that they Chim and Crawford Omukotia. I mean, they created an image as if President Akufo-Addo was a semi-god beer or no, or what to me saying Yankopon. And these are the people at the helm of affairs now. Ghanaians are watching. And a emre and a betre. So me, I wish them well.
Okay. Madi Jibril.
Jerry.
Say back envelope calculation and now say the assumptions na here but no man be one. Assumptions on reality basis.
Jerry.
Yes.
Sanchia T4 no pay. Na minchia minia yaw. Me say we spectacle be no. Ni spectacle no share me no.
Na why me one
I watch.
Enti me hwe na nim say no. Me hwe na nim say. E imagine say me na me huni ya na. Na asanita no ye no ama o.
Oh yeah, you know you
me partner na sa go huna me me business partner so no.
Na Sanchia minia so I think that e share we become make so radio so now what heavy now. Jerry.
Madi.
I will forgive every MPP around this time because I will forgive him. Anything obeka be me forgive you because you just start here. Metiasie Martina Zongo. Uko nkwada ku na your book no sorry a can send basa.
Zongo.
What time? Zongo do ti mo a. Must say you no sorry a. Me can send basa. But relax here no say cheli baby a. Asema me kan no crap no entisa. So I will accept for them to be doing all these ones. And they say me no can say obi a deputy minister. While minister is not expecting anything. But he carried the whole vice president and the Ghana acco this collapse. So my president in my he campaign for vice president who is deputy again. Who collapse Ghana economy? Say young friend share your consumer and president in Ghana. And the say John Mahama and appointed deputy moving there a bonnet. But you carry vice president. What born in terms of leadership economy. In there problem on mine woman and other MPP to this stage. In there another Nanka vice president So I understand you. I forgive all these Atiasi pains are allowed to do those things. But Maminko issues, you know. John Dramani Mahama a promise Ghana say, "My some more mind, but issues to be or one said me any a bit born my Ghana." Enti me bano ministers are made be juma be 60 because many baby issues in a war. Oba so with me dinner so far. I can say 60 no, may me free so. Now, me di 23 aye juma plus deputy plus minister. I know there are ministers our ministers, but I'm 60, and I will not go beyond that one. I know, and I was starting. In fact, what I say Ghana for, as I say me we be ban me 14 days. Me boy, 14 days. Maybe no more to me I can want some. I wanna I'm leader in parliament. So no I'm leader. Was he a thought? Was he a thought too? I will be a case 14 days. You are judging him in one day issues. So John Mahama, we believe say he will fulfill those issues. And then no one John Mahama by in these 4 days I will be as against Akufo-Addo 8 years abroad of my Ghana. When him say John Mahama promise him Muslims say about holiday. Jerry. Friday was Shabo say Friday. That's dinner be for this year. I am March. This year be fasting no. Muslims be on holiday. Yes, we say holiday back open and a war. That be Oba Eid if it no e back. The challenge was that because we back on we say be fasting no. Month ne day sense no. E mama focus okay. There be no musu atwen e sat on the holiday. Your mama promised said to solve these Muslim challenges, no. Ebe here say Muslim benya holiday in 2 days for the Ramadan.
And you mean the holidays will be 2 days? 2 days.
Okay. So that to resolve this challenge, to even not to put the national program in ye. And yes, he spoke to solve a problem of a Muslim star. There was one, but we hasida. But we as a Muslim.
But can mean
me say yeah Ramadan one. In all the Eid, there were 2 Eids. There were Eid al-Adha.
Yes.
And there were Eid al-Fitr.
That's right.
Eid al-Fitr, no, you sight moon to start prayers, fasting.
Exactly.
And you sight moon to break fast and pray. And then Eid, you know. But don't say, on my your holiday on the Eid. But the Eid is always on the first, almost counting by 30 days.
Okay.
By the time you sight the moon on 29th, which you need you to go and pray on 30th.
Yeah.
But I say any holiday, so among Muslims then divided. Some people go and say, following the Islam, we go and pray within the holidays time. And annual holiday, you know. So your Muhammad who is challenge they be to bring even say prayers whether 29th or 30th for now or first now. It's good for Muslims to get 2-day holiday. So that those issues should end change on minor programs are 25th and 26th of December. That is what John Muhammad and as promised and that one say may ever back to this month. Again, what your boss say, how do you know a year corner? A man for the business. A man for the say seeker. Inti, you were saying set committee and starting with Juma, or pointing will be a way with Juma, in them in Okasay, in there in your pay, or 2 points of Saudi Arabia. Aqua young way Juma who said, Nema a year cost 2 years, Amma had you no cost from a Ghana for no, and Brafom. Your mama have done that as we speak. Your mama war bano, no, I say, na po, what can sapa, basa, no, no, what solve the problem at me out of fuel reserve am I. It is not part of his issue. But the first thing John Muhammad did when he came to see this problem, one friend about me, I saw my Bogana, say, but this is what I will do. Set a committee in there to be able to manage the situation now. MPP Falco are sorry they move. Let me give you evidence. Let me give you evidence. About go back to Ghana for say. I did remember first and I do so me boy. Oh, what T.
Just managers.
Just one them by myself. Me was them because one. What na hache? But what say han unkasema Pentecost and na hali sunna. Ukasema MPP. So the right or wrong of you know is a part of the MPP. And I make I say, we have an official or PP official. Okay, I say, I'm going to be to Ghana for first. I said, doom so beba. Because they knew what they did now. Your mama said they can talk, they can wish. But because he understands how to manage this, set a team for us to start solving this problem in the challenging time. In there, or can say, man, a chum, Uncle Minister, Juma. One man could have comedy or moment to me and toy Granny so. And I know, Tete, oh, Tubo. Edania John Muhammad, orders and Cofano, and for school feeding.
No, you
don't say any problem of grave issues. And your issue say, nay, need in bro, those disaster areas, and I buy no a class on those issues. Okay, said there was a time I am for a broom free Ghana. I'm literally got 2 bodies say, and pay a broom free Ghana. Okay, I issues, you know. This is for reason. Enfin, c'est passé au débiani basé for school feeding. And now do a tyrant and wicked. Say what they do see what they didn't move it. If to really they brought food for about 3 months, I was habo. I am from Mount Kwada. That means that the MPP I brought, and this never happens in any political party called MPP to be in this country. And this is what John Muhammad today have directed. say enko Magyaro obekaya ye win elections new year no within the time of transition MPP women organizers ebe ye demonstration ka say yanti omo e ka edi omo a omo ni say omo nya musika enti omo wa Magyaro. These are the people you punish the school education. Now they can say, oh, John Mahama, MPP is Eduanaba. And then we are woody for. Say, Mudi Eduanaba, and Colombico school on the 10th NAB school, January, Magyari. And you kept the food. Say, you will not send the food. Into a school said Eduanico. It took John Mahama because Uncle Bonebo said, immigration on the 7th to take this decision for us. To take this good decision for us. Enti John Mahama enya ministers no aye kan wan say mo buy within only in the next 7 days or 6 days or 7 days ejuma wa ye ache na do 8 years obetina so okay na do buy ye no o se opentem or appointee one run oh na wo kasa ida mo te o ti ha no mo wo kasa no o ti ya me ti ya we ka wa say ba
so explain me allow
what's that
me too mad.
Nanado had this opportunity 7 years ago when he criticized John Mahama say 86 ministers enya my Ghana so it breed corruption. Or buy no one 125 122 and on the buyer. O catch say o yes because o pese obi no na Ghana unna makra mfibia ni habium Accra. At the end of the day amount for any benefit in there unna makra 8 years on Nanado 18 months, 8 years, she fear one crime. She fear one crime. So John Mahama used only 7 days in there. Amount for even had the opportunity today, members more than 120. Then he said in these members also. But John Mahama has been there when we have many people. Not everybody was appointed. Not everybody was appointed. What John Mahama has even said the more. And he said more being a dream say obey who as an MPP for ministers, when you misbehave, he will deal with you. You will disappoint. What I can pay a man. Your mama is not about them. Casano, a young investigation. Or see, maybe 30 team higher investigation. Now, so even say, the committee, we may likely even to change the location. I believe every true Ghanaian will believe he will like this one. Oshebo say, me baswa, me sure say. Elections are yako de bia manfo wu na now do me wu ya one can one assembly no will not go to that point. Magyari. And then was set IGP. Say IGP, what in order? Your investigation was so number a report on the feeling of people so that this thing will not repeat again. John Mahama Juma wire within these 7 days or 6 days. I will say 8 years on another one team investigation on death of 4 years. 1 year Juma 1 year Juma. In fact, almost 7 years. I also was work up to now. I could find the young baby. John Mahama, you see just one day, Eddie. So imagine this states in our day, come 7 months, and I believe say by the time we get there, they will realize and understand say, John Mahama, almost say, oh, and about then, and about then. In fact, God brought John Mahama at the right time to save us for this tyrant leadership now. And my Jerry is the beginning. I have confidence in John Dramani Mahama. I am very confident in the NDC. We will deal with all these issues and get Ghanaians on the right track. Baby, I echo. Oshebo say one praying says hospital say yes, the now buy ya a Bronte a fair hospital. Or see mean because John Mahama is. Or see mean yes, our issues. No. Or see mean yes, our bro. I'm sure say last who videos or Ashanti region. I'm sure so who your couple you are worried. Magje because ko Ashanti region wa ko hu residency da na kobre na bet na minister residence na same say na o ma ko to fridge na air conditioner o ko na minister ya ko ton
Ashanti
region residency in fact o first Sunyani one of the best residency I work e wa Ashanti region but look at what they have done it wait but that time no MPP no because they have personal hotels in this is the man who want to lead this country. Those investigation but should bring us the report and should tell us how much Ghana will spend today to build that house. And these are the people we talk about. Say, me, you know, no, say, but me, I was so accustomed to Mecca. I pray, say, because our word number man say, only there what me sum na means biano. Won't call your friend say, Rome, so uncle Bompire. He is the only one who can worship everywhere. He should also go where they worship gods. So that we know, say, he's truly walking his talk, say, he can go and bring unity in all these ones. But this hypocrisy now about Omia, you know, and what? But I understand. I said JDM, so call Muslims. Me say, one year hypocrite too. You are a leader. You can go all these ones. But he go and worship. There's difference between worship and attending. It's different, no. Sure. When you invite me to your program in your church, I attend. In fact, so I observe here, Muslims say, programs say, if you're wide in your man, at times you even stand up and answer, oh, but you are not part of worshiping. But when we are worshiping, in fact, when you catch I say, and now you grab on now, no go sorry vampire no, one go boy Islam sorry o, or call your friends say, pastor no. Reverend, I don't say, I don't tell me the no, cause Jenny doesn't uncle the enemy. I don't tell you, you couldn't hear. Oh, you are couple in Shaduku, Uri or in Shabayafi, who are going to buy a fake bosso. Magari, yes. I feel in the 90 year starting. I feel in the year starting movement. But I'm saying the same. I have a trust. We have a trust in John Dramani Mahama, and we will not behave like the MPP. We will not behave like the MPP. No. And there, I'm on fire. I say, NDC for campaign somewhere. Jamama cannot fulfill. It's about me 50 ministers. You know, not upon some for the campaign man. And not because they only use dancers. They don't say they don't have a capacity to do. Until almost standing, pressure on minister to appoint. But we 50. They catch them say, but we why campaign and throw. And you can't wear them. Say, me away. You can't wear me away. Me here couple say, have your mic in Parliament. In Parliament, well, they should come and deny saying 5 hours now. Only new till me say, I challenge any MP. 5 hours. 5 hours.
But no. There are 5 hours. John Jinapo, amend this and statement. Say, it be really 5 hours. No, but send the accurate.
Me say it's no more than that a day. Well, and then I can fall in one and I don't predict here and can buy. One can say, catch up with say, Baba. But when you had about AFL, Omo free her echo KB TV. Who's for the past 1 month, the Unti Saray Kobio, Debiano. Unti win VATV unti view onso asedi
ye to aba wie ye ne de san hwen wo kwan so na
eko chebi no stop
me say abafo abafo baby anye chebi pe
I love misuse abuse lunch who are not more call lunch crap out this is what they do more call lunch this is what they do. That is how arrogant these people have got this Ghana. This change has come to help all of us.
Okay, me that's it. Madi Jibril, member of the NDC. Now okay.
Mark, my dinner castle no Dr. Kufu Damparidin. Say, Oman Peninsula one investigation into
the
killings of 2020 election, 2024, and the account. Mark, Dr. Kufu Dampare himself has to be investigated. The police administration is on the low. Zero morale. Max, I'm telling you on authority. Say, better with him. We get raw and better briefing than the president. The briefing that the police personnel, it is more cogent, more raw, more believable than the sector minister briefing the president, right? Now it is the reason here. Sometimes we have president a baby, or say a 10,000 kilometers. Now so omonted because of the sector minister because they want the president to hear the bayet na sumude. Dr. Kufu Dampare needs to be investigated. Yenko Bisane say. Omo welfare fund, how well is it going? Dr. Kufu Dampare were the IGP 3 years and about 4 months, or let's say 3.5 years. Probably the longest serving. In this 3.5 years, sa 2020 election, I say onkoye investigation. Oba docket no hu. Abedu 2024. Ama yesa to aba mani pawu. You want a president to direct you to investigate and say be investigated. It's an indictment on him. And that letter, Madi, that letter that came from the presidency, I'm disappointed. And you see, the spinners of Dr. Kufu Dampare also didn't hesitate to circulate the letter, thinking and meaning that it is a tacit admission by the current administration, say, to our Jumaso. And the police are angry. The word is angry. The personnel are very angry about that letter that came out, directing Dr. Kufu Dampare to cause investigation into those issues. And you actually want to have your bow between Nima on common work. Idea there was a precedent, a BC Tamanado, a NDC4 work. I'm going to bo eguni fee. DSC in any tria. Until if a similar work was being done, even that one, and now you just NDC no come work. The second one, NDC had scheduled a work, NPP has scheduled a work within the same vicinity, the same day. And the police administration couldn't take steps to avert any clash that would have happened. Somebody was shot. The inauguration of president, Dr. Kufu Dampare released 5,000 police personnel on the grounds. Yet he was the same person directing traffic. And yet that media stunt, and Naman Crawford who said Dr. Kufu Dampare appears to be a saint. And we should be very careful. In fact, in my opinion, I thought, say, the current administration will not even let Kufu Dampare sit there for 3 days. The police are very angry. Mark, if they brief you from regional commanders, let me say from constables, all the way to regional commanders. Bisaubia, the presidency should cause investigation as one setting up the BNI for Ninkofo. Omunko the various police headquarters, police branches around. No, Mumbisa about Dr. Kufu Dampare. Dr. Kufu Dampare to around 9th September 2023. And a jato arm removal police headquarters. The allegation is that the fire was deliberately set by one corporal, Asitanga Williams. Asitanga Williams comes from your friend Boko. Not knowing, sir, Asitanga was selling arms to Boko. Until your chain Crawford Boko holding arms. The arms are here.
Sanet, yeah.
Yes, Sanet, yeah. It has been published by police personnel. Polinos. I published it in the but also your police man. And that's why a service person. So Asitanga Williams didn't have any experience to, as it were, be in charge of the armory. And now started so he sold more than 100 pieces, AK-47 pesos and CZ guns. Until your chi obi wo boko hwa ye pem no because Asitanga and no Tomame. Yanka biashim and Asitanga de ja two mu. The report that came out was the first a jato a police headquarters armory mona your friends the fire service for Edumuna. Kobisa Dr. Kufu Dampare said, what is the report on that and what caused the fire? Ask the same fire service force, what was the report? Yachi Asitanga no, Yembisa said, how was Asitanga built out as you see Sasem Aguakoda? And then the presidency, for whichever allegations of monies being taken out to fund people to campaign, etc. Now we say the same person say on investigation into issues that nobody needed should have told him to do. I am disappointed. Highly and seriously disappointed.
But sir, he is still the IGP. It's the president directing him, no? He is still the IGP.
I want to believe
the directives still they are still effective.
And I'm saying, sir, you are asking the person who has perpetrated such your friend is saying unwarranted your friend is a maneuvers to investigate himself and answer on your day. You think that you get the correct report? The police are demanding Dr. Kufu Dampare out of that seat. Now, about police service. That is what the police service are demanding. That is why writings are coming out from the police service and they put their name there, they put pictures, pictorial evidence of what Dr. Kufu Dampare stands for and what he does. This media stand I will create, and fashion ma. Me, the current administration, whoever, and the allegation is that Obi Wamumwa Banimua were benefiting immensely from Dr. Kufu Dampare. And Nunti and a letter no directives nearby. No. According to sources, no, the directives was not as we saw in the letter that came out. But what the Mamen Komasemso? Appointment, any issues that have come out regarding the new administration. Early days yet. Opening promises 60 friends say or so cancel ministers or better so. And ministerial appointment say 60 meboa. Now 30 year which one? The what is about why you so 7?
Ministries.
That is the ministries. Mark, and young one could have even gone down further. Me listen by me my dream. Me can say as a lay person, me can say I bet me 21. Because I felt to say, and in fact we discussed it, I think either here or somewhere, I think Radio Gold or something. Say the agric ministry and then the fisheries, and can say a major. But probably I don't know the oil because of course we the oil. Because the fisheries, they look at it as one of the areas they bet me at the boom abaho, and so it must be managed by a minister, a BR. I don't know what he wants to do, but naturally, fisheries should have been merged with agric. I also believed that youth sports, any youth whatever empowerment could have been merged.
In my opinion, sports and youth empowerment.
Yes, and I war your friend say no, you were sports, Ministry of Sports.
Youth empowerment in account.
There's one standing alone. Let me check the list.
Check the list.
And so those ones, in my opinion, could have been merged so that I could be about 21. But we are praying and hoping because you are also for sports and recreation. Yes, sports and recreation.
Recreation. Okay.
I was thinking, say, it could have been merged. And for me, the Sophie Abosom came some time ago. I support him 1 billion%. Say, on mine to say Ghana, you were regional ministers, you were 16 regions. And can any MPC yani power mama or regional ministers. Into Yanka, you were just 16 MPs, 16 regional ministers, and one no. The same MP, no, or no, young regional minister. And now, say you were 16 MPs representing each region. Now, you empower even another 16 representing every region. Mark, and he bet me a boo mine. She 7 years. His Excellency John Mahama was year for I reduce V8 ne some other cars I hold on Benya. Salaries and other perks. Which means that money will stay in the government coffers. And going forward, we want to see a lean government as he promised. But you see, I am not an answer. I forte Jesse too much of the things that he's saying. And even before I come to Jesse's comment, Openina we interview or say Dr. Ojutum or ya dear pa and this administration bet me a fan. Uro Kobo or ya dear pa and this administration bet me a fan.
But anyway, not the example though.
Yes. Ura Alanche Martin. And also call His Excellency John Mahama or could preach inclusivity. A man is some crop called Feda, I can say. Winner takes all attitude, essay or minor. Of course, as much as I believe in all these things that you have said. Ora Tremate, what try from Ura Kufu Abreso, from Nanado Abreso, into 8 years plus 7 years, no. One and number 15 years in office as trade minister, more or less, right? You enjoyed the winner takes all. And now, but you are going to preach inclusivity. Opening example of mine. Nanado wa bemuno. Na ye ni former MPP for NDC for, and I say na ye ni obi or ye NDC ni. Or ye competent enough to have manned any of the ministries under Nanado ana. In this conversation, a chum Ghana. winner takes all will still continue until say be a ben be can say me person me confer an independent person be a or a technocrat yenim say to say panyini okobo Nigeria ma omoye omo emu
Honorable Abraham.
yes, even though he was associated with MPP but the position unyaye anytime or the free ho any no more aye no you bet me aka say as an independent person because under another yantin in campo until say you so called born Nigeria and am in the such a person a Greek ministry no you could say omebua the current best farmer of 2024 wo Ghana ha our year member of the Council of State from Ashanti region our year obia wo combine harvesters ahoro nafu yantam obi say he was a representative from the Ashanti region who bet me edina can Greek say me my opinion is say to turn the economy around the primary source of turning the economy around is say go into heavy large scale state farms but in that large scale state farms appoint private member board now obi to say all the best farmers now they are still working now do obi to say akando ayo mo chairman because akando yefu woman pay ni wan kasa yefu yeah the onkrofo wo NDC mu omo yefu look out for the best let them give your friend a target so that you can say in every 3 weeks you hear a bro e be 1 million tons you hear your friend say took 1 million ton wheat so and so because that is where there will be massive creation of employment. Now, a be an military phone be soon in them supervising in number. It will help us, right? But Jesse Beck can't say, and no can say propaganda. NDC aye. Now, your free be spinning. Now, spinning no yard somewhere and no crack. Now, so best spinning, na some not be no crack. Now, some woman a chum. He just move free a bear spinning a chum. In fact, I think you better quite wine pa. Spinning one and wine. You better spin it seriously. But we will spin positively. We will spin with conviction and constructive spinning. In the sense, say, more spinning. No? Let me compare two people in this administration. Your friend is Sammy Jenfi, Dennis Miracles. We share some photo no they are in their youthful, let me say youthful age, more or less. And in my opinion, they are very intelligent. But the difference between the two, and I say, whilst Sammy Jenfi speaks with facts, on records, evidence, Miracles Abuaji will speak with his intelligence. I trust him, he's intelligent, no doubt about that. But his modus operandi in terms of a beer and a communication, he is the king of spinning. He spins. Yes. Yes. You see. Oh, that's a dinner. Oh, yeah, now just dinner.
Jadi bekomi o.
Jadi osukukum ya.
Mike Jerry, don't allow this to go. Don't allow this to go. That be your program.
Me did that.
After 2 months.
The pastor said, miracles know what is right to say, but one can't. And what you have there, let's say, what's it? This is like you pity your hands than a comocola. And your Twitter so, and your Facebook, and your way, any idea a you campaign. Now, young crap, young shit, microphones or what they call mocola, and mano. And look, he was talking to your colleague, journalist Obi. Now, who shall miracles and nimpa, na unim say, yenim that I say, election more ubelusu. Now, what and of course, Obi and coalition cancer me quack.
Yeah.
But miracles analysis now one man. Any projections no. In that state you become sober in your deliberations and your communication. But there be miracles on this. Into between the two no. Once communicates with facts, evidence, and the cogent report that are on the ground. In fact, sometimes I go to me challenges and media say. So to me, prove A and B, obeja communication. The next day, next Sammy Jemfia be prove. Number miraculous. Right. So between the two of them, that is the difference. Sammy Jemfia will speak with fat. Miracles will come and spin. Meanwhile, he's intelligent enough. He knows the right.
But spinning also. Oh, a bad man. I was spinning.
It is all about see a chum.
Now,
Debbie was a chum. Adam said, Debbie. I think you're better here. And he probably said, one.
Usually, it's all a bad one.
In the spinning, you're better here. But we are spinning constructively and positively to unearth the road that went on in your party. Yeah, can now can say, Diago. Many Mianka madam for power, your man, CEO. You're trying the same set as UTV. Your bomb is a mechanic honorable. Adi say net. Your bomb is actually on back. I know one day will count or say, what UTV say. Or call me meeting on beside say. Let me say his name is my friend.
You're never see, mamma.
Or say, on beside say. Now, also, you are any time of your offers. Now, then I out tell home money, yes, or can some silence. And also, you are there, Pim. You understand? From where we have come from and where we are starting now in 2025, Mark, it is important to say all of us would pull and I say, you may fold your long sleeves. Now, ya boasa administration, we amana di amagana swadi. Now, not administration, who buana mwa. On one case, the party members cry, he alienated them. They wanted to help, but the man wouldn't listen. Omo help no be an compressor omo dey help in the fact they wanted him to oust kind of reactor. One pent ye. Mark in conclusion. If they want to reform their party as they have, they claim they are embarking upon. Anything Nanado should not come close to the party. Anybody, anything Nanado should not come close to the party. And yes, sir.
Okay. Medan say, I tell for Mobana, my better, my dream. But my fight for picking a uncle. May form of you and more rapid. Okay, number name is 020-101-6777. Your main lines, you're not challenge, you me and resolve it. And into alternative line is 020-101-6777. Okay, maybe I watch you. Yes, sir. Yes, Eja. Okay.
Na misaka the minister of the Ministry of General Secretary Papa. Yani man na fie go je beta shini. And I want to Safia for woman organizer Mehmet. Yo the American man say the credit say afena end the question from one to to yamani adia. Na sa ayi asemi o ko fadi ba yi o mo ka kungu asemi. Na na ndo so am compensate you. So compensate you 20 years so compensate you. And the for President man ko na bana o be ye ho adwuma se bia ono na o ye enje mo so chiri pon ne niam da ka da musumu ye bi ho. And the year bi kwa na ba ya in politics no o ma kunkum ni pa wo. And ya ne o mo ya dia chiri pon bi ni na so mo go wi nwe. Ya ne konkoma ne ade na o kunkum ni pa no mo go wi ni nyina mu.
Okay, Medan say, I don't know, Mamma, do others were her. Maybe I told my chair. Yes, you, Emma.
Yo, Yamin Shaw, I need my power.
Get us, yeah.
I think, and I use Ghana for Omo Kasa. I could follow Tisono. Almost drink Kasa. What I say? Almost drink Kasa. I think Omo Kasa. Mokata, your mama said no about how many days me. Woman, the crime in your mama, make like I said, the whole Ghana. You are, or you qualify, attain your mama. You have been an assembly member before. Why, deputy minister, why, substantive minister, vice president, why, acting president, why, some president. He knows and everybody. And the folks to start up. I'm allowed the man to work. He knows what he's doing. And I make for people experiencing what the I could find to mama one. It's like comparing yam to iPhone. It can be performing can show. When you know they are done it better. they can do it better than JDM. Allow the man to fail without say.
Beba Jordan, me so me das you. Jesse work. Okay, Matthew. Yay. Council uncle.
Begin the rose queen of the air with no Ashama Lebanon. Me catch the man to me papa be our back. On relaxing on to the book. Me say want to share Pama or mine Ghana. And Tina Okoyana and Yakupon and Casasa in a baby. So on the number to Yamai. And before no almost the Pama or mine Ghana almost 8 years in government. This son the old house this son said then almost Yama or mine. 8 years. One would react to my son Ghana for Kadiamose Monte. Abba Papa. No be the day. Mesra MP for says all women no soldier, ye the pet to be Kuma my Ghana Derry. Because you need time more. Former President Mama Bawa Banu, Obama or my Ghana, send our best to Ghana, Ghana, be kind, or nothing our buy. One battle will be disturbing or better to Sanepano. And to me, Mr. Man, you need our buy. On to me, go on to Chenya, my one in the say, what the president, or support national. When who are no one another baby, I'm a mutant and another baby, or who ye, and to Bawa Banu, or better to Yama and what day. And to did dinner ended before you.
Okay.
Almost a glance, you.
Madam say, my farm me call her Odiso. Beba Chomache.
On for my Jerry.
Yes, sir, Bayango.
Yo, me that's it. Then you phone now so much here. Mammy Chia me of a stand on so. Miss Ray Excellency John Damani Mama. Papa we akuma papa a okitano. On should be a say abua papa to plan or didn't back what mammy or fan question mammy. Number Jumambo or mine. As I know family Chia.
I just like
my daddy, dear, and he said, His Excellency John Damani Mama. Power Bano, Yanu with the four. Oh, Mamma, the one moment to two of my yam or my atafa to my pifra. Media, me interest the power a mining sector. Your papa do a higher friend, Dr. Tony Obi, Minumusa, my daddy, Winumuna. Papa will win your papa, Jede. So my penny papa, not the neighbor stand who ever boa mining sector now. That I'm saying, Nayas, who I stay Suani a day. Papa didn't need your ever boa my son, money in extra. My daddy, or mine I have an present mamma, and never was started to know. And a need Pia Retimu, shall papa bet now for Yasu. After the other winter, I'll be better and no me be your minus summa and then a need Pia and found it. It's your best papa. Mr. Kufado, yeah, no disrespect young Ghana for. Minimum say Excellency John Damani Mama, that's to buy it there. A big Ninafa, no bed deliver. I'm a new Pia what on the Mitia or your friends, my West. I knew kind of.
Madam Sim, Mamma, a last one. Mache. Mache. Yamado, Bema.
When you have my eben, maybe to Quabin, and I want to say,
Yanko Pandomo.
Mammy, Bominia, my dear Basso Papa, or my chair, director of elections, some of Bojumapa, Yanko Pon Sherman on common. Now, me say, Jumapo, my yeno, John Mama, and John Muda, because you say, John Mama Kalma, almost back high. Into Madi, Yamin Shrow, Yelis Juma or Yoko, Namimbo, Asan Tana Shabasso. Send Yamin your buying car, you know. John Mama, your experienced driver, and it's not Ghana for to a Pamano. No more jam mate me too, because mate none driver crowd the aqua too. I'm not don't kumu. Inti, yes, sir. All 20 experienced people make me a boy. You see, my Jerry, let her come see. But now you mind me or me more yen say Ghana so my hunchre. Inside your say, Dr. Tony Obi. John Mama on kind. No funny shebe, but no mind me into me. Now you join sooner, yes, because you said, I could find the job by so the Ghana Hambo and my Ghana and swing. I say, Dr. Tony will go for him. Now, Michelle, my crew, and your MP Domiquabina, and I need Taki. Monsieur,
okay,
John Mama and Kyle, Nanya MC, Domiquabina, Tema West, Yokan, Michelle, Medasi.
Also, Medasi. Ahana mede aya calls this year. We are the 4th edition of Ghana Montie. Beginning of another fresh week, first edition of this week. Jesse Wagon.
Mark Jerry.
Bebacho, o final way,
my final comment. Na Madika say I was so West Wagon. President Akufo-Addo into me and her army and fire report amba wrong.
Report by
commission be near friend Emil Short committee.
Excellent.
Correct. Number 2.
The organizer no patch said there was a way recommendations.
Number two. No, I can't say.
I
no say report and by na me try.
Okay.
Number 2. I say MPP buy Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia. I ne otu weja nechi kama no. Ma dika say vice presidential building be a police headquarters. Abandoned dano. Do you know the cost of the building? It was $13.9 million. $13.9 million. And the senior more awarded contract. No, the free BB so sourcing. Madam Funi McJerry, and the young famano, now on your Jumano, near to me for the Aka and count. And that was wrong. And that was what the MPP questioned. And the Minister of Information then, Honorable Kojo Ponkruma, came to the public to tell Ghani and say, this is the situation. And say, no, because the amount was wrong and there was no need for go and do renegotiation because there were other vital things. Now NDC has say man and see this cano. So these are my comments.
Madam say, Madi.
Jerry.
Yes.
I say I'm still allowing things to flow. Me have allowed.
No, you've allowed.
But
you see,
if you come and find something,
you see,
you have a challenge. You find a way out and continue for the sake of this country. As a gentleman, now one can say,
President Kufuor housing project.
I'm here to say.
I think this fire President Kufuor housing project. NDC bar 8 years. No, those times.
The issue of this fire.
Yeah.
Jerry, I think that we also need to learn as a country. What observe say most of the times Hamatan says any issues with Papa. As a country we are yet to understand change of our environment. You know, say anytime when there are Hamatan, any small fire, it moves faster.
Yeah.
Observe sir.
It's true. Say no my dry.
But you see, we have turned this country to about for na year, politics na year, and we have never solved our problem. And I think that we should start looking at that. However, before I end, but when I say, Kankamanto, no, obesity come out, all the TV and see them or share.
And yes, I know kind.
And
yes, I know.
Not about me, I
provide them with CCTV.
Not about me, I hear Makola Shea, no. One for is the Cabaranco.
Marjorie, in 2013, September, Kantamanto, Eshe, Ubekaya, President Mahama, Eddie and Kramai, Efi, Israel, Eddie Ba Kantamanto.
There be no Professor Milso.
Yes. This time I will not allow you to do this. Let me continue. Let me continue. The reason why these nigger dogs came to this country.
And what they said, no, you're lying too much. Not from Malcolm. They also went to Kantamanto. What are you saying? They went to Kantamanto. What are you saying? Almost your mobile basis. Were they able to build up platform?
Silver dogs in the
your opposition.
Malcolm collapse of building.
I know now.
Now, man, for me and ye, interface silver dogs. Actually, and couple blame me. I say the silver dogs are for the whites. But how are they determine
one of the black skin?
Yes, I am sad for this country. These fires are a system. Man, I deliberate. You can't. There's no other way to describe it. Deliberate and as our fires necessity. But you see, why if you go on record, even in your studio here and maybe your sister station UTV, I have been on record by saying it is very critical. Say every major market there's a fire station within, not just fire hydrant, but a fire station within to ensure some of these things we can quell it without any brouhaha. The ato Kantamanto. The way I sheno, just I should brown to me can say a jacket can be a tomu. And for me, I think say omo ye small mo. Ma omo ko yes no man. One day. We be set jano, one kasa so be
Madam say, Nana Yao as Anitano, political analyst, and I'll tell you, kind of Madi Jibril, a member of the NDC, on his way by Hana, a Jesse Walker, a member of the NPP, one more, and about say, Mom was sending messages, you know. If yes, yes, I mean, yeah, challenges big akra. Mom was sending WhatsApp messages, more fan chemi, what it, if I'm a show, and I'm a pa, or China, me reading WhatsApp messages, and I'm more fan chemi. But then I say, I say, challenge can be high, but we are still resolving. Inti WhatsApp for Mesha Kasante and Crawford Richard Nomine Samanka Zufui and Mobile Chame. Why? Okay. I was having the Jumadian within the Mark Jerry or OSEI AGYEMAN. Administrators say, yeah, social media administrators here. I've been out free my bankroll. We are streaming on TikTok. Okay, Facebook no nyama, right? Okay, so you say we call TikTok, you to me stream live, you to me them you stream live on TikTok. And Facebook ni ade na, you say them. It's a TikTok na you Neat FM, 100.9. And them obe catch here. Because you stream live, Ola Michael take over or the entertainment GH to also. Now I mean can quickly say you hear shop attendant or your bema. Shop attendant or your bema. Into baby be a will be ano. What person want a year store be ye Jumana be attendant or her. Sropa number we see why for number 0244 251 201 0244 251 201. Nyame enko bibia ochina nyame pa ebesan ehia. Hey, catch it. Listen in here and